Good morning, everybody. This is day the 4th, and we're working on the Roadrunner again. So we're going to try to finish up where I started working on the power steering, get everything mounted and get the power steering working on this, and try and get the radiator in it. If we can get them two things today, we'll be moving it forward. I still not got on the interweb and got brakes for it yet, so that's another project I have to get into. Maybe this weekend I can get down and order them parts so we could get the wheels on this, because I want to see this rolling, and I guarantee you everybody else wants to see it rolling too. Get it out there and see what it does. I mean, I didn't build it as a hot rod, I just built it to the looks, whatever it is. So that's what we're working on, and that's what my video is going to be today. So join in, watch, and I hope you like what I do. Thank you. Well, we found the bracket piece of metal. This here is off an old power chair. I took one apart a while back. I got a video on there too about that, where I tried to make something out of it. It didn't work. It's still in the process, but it's in a different planning. So we're going to use this piece of metal. We're going to mount it down in there. We can go that way or that way. So we're going to use this end of it. Now I just have to fab to what I want. And I got two holes. I want them two holes to line up to it. Let's hit there and see. I think I need to flip the lights on. Let's see if these two holes go to that bracket. That'd be awesome. We got this. Look. See if them two holes line up. Look at that. Off by a little bit. They're just very off. So I only have to remount one of them so it will work. It'd be perfect. We could use one of them, that hole out there. We'll cut this piece off back here. Then we'll notch it so it will fit in there. Or which let me see. Oh man. Well, we could go that way. Don't matter. Yeah, we can go this way with it. I'll just raise it up a little bit. That's all. We'll put it right where I want it. So we'll just cut this off what we don't need. Cut it out here. We'll leave some of this for going down around the frame, so it still have some strength. We could put some tap cons in here to hold it down, and that'll be the perfect bracket. So I'm going to start cutting on that. Let me get the grinder. Whoops, sorry about that. Light, we have light. Okay, get out of the dark here. Feel like darky days, but a little bit of light. Probably don't help none that I have tinted glasses on for safety. There's that piece. Now let's go over here and see what we need. We're going to set it in there like this, and out there we got too long, so let's cut it off. Let's cut it off at where them wires holders are. See if we can set that right there. that cut off. Let's see here. So we need to let's cut that off there. We gotta go on back. Okay, we went back some more. I think that is perfect right there. So we need to cut this here. Let me see here. Do I have a pencil? Gotta find a pencil. Top drawer. Green, Menards. So we'll cut this and down this line right here to right here. We're gonna leave that on there for strength. We don't need this wire holder. Should keep these because they're big, great wire holders somewhere. But I'm not going to cut this in here. We're going to take it outside and cut it. It'll be a little bit safer for me. We'll just cut it up here. Man, that's gonna get hot. We're gonna need gloves. Yeah, looks like my gloves are starting to mold. I don't wear them enough. there we go. Let's give that a try. Oh, I should give me a clear pair of safety glasses, make it a lot easier to see. So that's showing we'll have to take the battery box out. But look, that will work right there. And then we can adjust it in or out if we have to. But that'll be a perfect bracket. Speech is not the greatest. Okay. We'll let this cool off a little bit because it's hot. I'll take that battery out and then we'll get the drill bit out. Get the drill bit out and we'll drill them holes to match because it is off a little bit. And then we'll have to find how to which one I want to keep and which one to get rid of. I think I'll keep it out to the other one, drill this one bigger, overlong it, and then I'm wondering if I should go ahead and just cut that off because I really don't need it. We'll think about that. Might clean it up some, make it look better, but oh, see the radiator's right on that too. It just barely touches that side. I like to move the radiator this way as much as possible. So right where the radiator is, where the radiator has to stay. We'll put that away. I got the fans in. I'm gonna put them in backwards and push them to see if we can keep the engine cool that way. If not, we'll have to find a thinner radiator to fit in here because this is a 4-core. I want the biggest radiator just to keep it cool because this is a 440. I think I could get by with a 3-core or 2, but I just don't want a heating issue. And the only other problem I'll run into in the future if I put air conditioning in here, but I think I could manage that. Because I think I could go forward with this radiator a little bit more. So let's get the battery out of this. Get this out of the way. I have it bolted down here. This is out of that RAM out there. And very typically, I should put the battery in the boot of this. Let's unmount this, see what it looks like. And if I can get the battery in the boot, maybe I'd go that way with it. And then I don't have to worry about this space. Actually, it'll free it up. It'll look more like this because this would have been a perfect place for the power steering if that was on this side. So let me get that stuff removed and then we'll get that cleaned up. But I want to mark this. We're going to get a pencil. Where's my pencil? Right here. Should get a marker. That's black. We want to mark it right where the battery box is. So we'll go with this for right now and think about moving it later. Let me see here. I don't know if I bolt this in or did I? Wrong size. Everything's wrong size. Man, it's hot in here. I'm gonna have to work on the cooling system. Here's all my tools. I didn't pick up all my tools that last time. I don't need them under here no more. Oh. Might put the wheel back on this and set it back down. Not sure yet. Let's see what size this is. I think it's 7/16, like I told you. That's 9/16. I don't know if there's a nut on that or not. I can't remember. I got my car pushed over so close. My coffee. Yeah, that is my coffee. Maybe I can get Duncan to sponsor me. Let's see if I can set you right here. Get you around so you can see me here. There we go. There's that one. I didn't have a lock washer on that. That probably wouldn't have stayed. We have one on this one here. That's a self tapper. 7/16. Dude, I don't know if I got any more of those. There's the battery box. Wow, there's a hole. See, that's what you can hide. There's a hole right there. This is one of my valve cover pan bolts, I think. Or the no, it's a radiator bolt. That's what that is. And I could scoot the radiator over if I cut this off on this side here. Like if I cut this off, I could scoot the radiator over so these holes are hit, and I think I might do that. But this gives me more room to work. Look at that, all that room. I can mount, see if this, what this bolts. These are just, they're not even hooked to anything. What we need, self tappers. If I had 2 of those, I don't even know where I got that from. I could drill a hole and use those to hold that bracket on. This must be for the old battery box. That had to be for the old battery box. And then take that one off. We don't need it either. What happened to the wrench I had? Not even tight. That's looks like the same size as that one. Just a smaller head. Put that up there. Okay, let's get that bracket. It's cooled off. I finger tested that. We can go right there. So first, we're gonna get that mounted to that. I thought I had bolts for that. Everything I had left over, I didn't put it. Oh, no, did it? Here it is. Oh, this is the paperwork I need. This tells me which way the flow goes. That's perfect. Okay. Let me see here. What else did I have? Oh. I guess I might need this for that same situation. I think that's what that's for. It don't show it in here, does it? No. Oh, this bolt's on the back side if I want to change it, I think. Just, what did this go to? We'll have to look that up and see what that went to. Move this stuff out of the way. This is an oil pump. There's nothing wrong with it. There's the battery and how it works. Here's this diagram. And that's the diagrams on how it all fits on there and how it works. So, baffle and top lid. The only thing I don't have is I don't have these two bolts. Did not come in the kit. And the set screws that goes in here to hold this tamer from going up and down was not in there either. But let's look around, make sure. Hold on, there's the two bolts. I bet you those probably goes in that, or they go into the other bracket that I had in my hand. We will find that out. And that is everything. They probably went in this. Oh no, I bought these. Yeah, I did buy these. There's one going there. Okay, let's go in this top drawer. See what we have in here. We got this. We got the cover bracket for the other part. This is the alternator thing. That this all went to the alternator. I might order a different alternator, a Chrysler alternator, and I think that looks like a Chevrolet, and I don't like that. So let's see. Where's my bracket at? Right here. Screw into this. Those does not screw into that. I don't think they have screw holes. They just got mine. So let's find some bolts for that. So that said, I'm going to find some bolts. I'm not going to bore you to death with that. So I'll be right back. Okay. Well, I'm back. I found bolts for it. We got these two bolts here. We'll cut the back of them off. This is go to a valve pan cover for a V10 Dodge. But it works fine. We got them locked in. There's not much going to hold them, but it'd be enough to hold what I got to hold on this. So, a knee here is the valve pan cover gaskets for the 440. I mean, the bolts for that. So, we'll put these two together, build the bracket, and then we will cut the extensions off. But I need a 11mm wrench or 7/16. I don't know where I put it. There we go, 7/16. Let's get you down here so you can see what take long to make a mess on my bench, did it? Get these tightened up, and we'll go out there and we'll cut that off. And then we'll set it in there and see where to drill the holes to make mounts for that. And then we'll have to find bolts for those. Here's that one. And right there. Let's take it over here and see what we got. Put it down there. And looky there. And absolutely we can move that back a little bit more. Well, about a ½ inch more. That's all we can move it back. But we'll cut them 2 bolts off, get rid of those, and that will sit right there. Man, it's close to that exhaust. You think that'll heat up and boil? Maybe. But it's the only place I got it. It wasn't for the, I would mount it there, it wasn't for the battery. We might mount it here in the future, but right now, I'm gonna give it a try right there. Because I'm running out of real estate. Running out quick on real estate under a hood. I realize that. There's not much real estate in the. So that's where I'm at. I'm gonna see if I can find some more self tappers or something so I can put the on there. I won't bore you with that either. Okay, well, I didn't bore you with everything, but I found 2 screws I could use for this to hold the tainer where I want it. I went ahead and drilled the holes and found them 2 that actually supposed to go in there. So I got those on there, and then I went ahead and drilled the holes for those. So now we're going to go ahead and mount this and get it in there, and then we can start running the lines to it and see how we go from there. I found 2 bolts. It's really hard to do when you've got one hand. Need one. There's the other one. And that bolt right in there like that. Okay. Oh, let's set you up here and send you down there so I can see if I can reach and do both at the same time. There's that one. Oh, go gadget arm. One goes on real easy, one don't want to go on real easy. You get the wrenches. There we go, we've got the dirt cleaned out of the threads. There's one. started. I think I got past it. Hold on here. There we go. And that goes in there, and we can use that to tighten that up. These two lines hook in. I think I got one already made up for this. That will work. Oh! This one is already made up. There we go. There we go. Okay, what I need is directions. That one, because this is sitting in there. Goes across, the other one comes out the bottom. The one that come out of the bottom goes into this tank. And then the one that comes out of the, I guess I got to flip this thing around. If I wanted to, I can move it around. I did not know that. I can make that go straight up. But I think I got one down here. This is the one that goes to the tank. Take this off. Okay. Okay, that one goes to the tank. We'll put that back on there. Got a fly. There we go. He left me alone. Problem with this is the oil filter is right underneath that. I might have to change that around. Where's the hard line at? Oh, that's what it is. I have to take that off. Let's see if this one fits down here. Nope, not enough room between the yeah, there's enough room. I'm just in a bind because of the hose. Okay, that one's in. Come out and around. We'll do that. That would be perfect. And that goes in the side without the filter. Whoops. There we go. Oh, hold on. Look at there. And the set screws, everything was down inside of there. I should have opened that up. That was my fault right there. Found everything I need. Now I got to take it all back apart. Put all the on there. I should have opened it up. Never thought about looking inside of it. So, everything, let me see. I could just change out the washers because I got screws for those that sets in. So I would just change the out with the new ones or just leave it. But I have the set screws right there. So we got this. Thumbs up. So this one's fine. We'll just cut this one down and put the other end on it. We'll keep it this long. We won't shorten it. Take that off. Well, that's what happens when you don't look at things. It was down inside. That's probably why I never notices it. And I probably put it there myself. So we're gonna cut this. We'll cut that off so we can put the other one on this one. This, and then hope this will hold up. Not, we'll just go plan B. This one here is just the flow hose, like to go towards it. This goes on the opposite way. You would think threads would turn. A little bit more. Gotta go all the way up till it stops. There we go. And then this one goes on here. I really do like them. A lot easier to do. Probably be different if I had the tools absolutely would make the lines. Oh! Back over here so you can see what I'm doing here. It's easier to do it with a vise. We still got a couple more cranks to go down on this. Okay. It looked like it cross-threaded. Yeah, it's not all the way down. There we go. Woo. And there it is. It'll go just like that. Good thing these things move around like that. Come on. Had it on there a minute ago. There it is. There, that. Let's come around here, and that one goes on there. Okay. And then we'll just make another one. Come out of the bottom there. And it goes go into this hose here. And then this gotta go back on to here. Okay, now, dude, you know what I've done? And this go on there, and this screws in there. Come on, there we go. I'm hoping this will work. And then I could adapt this down to this and then run online to that. It's a lot of fluid go through that. Well, that didn't do good, did it? That is not good at all. Okay, let's see if we can tighten that up. Okay, well, I tried to take the dash out of it because I was going to fab a little thing go in where the radio is, and make a piece of metal, go in there, and I could just put the 2 switches on there. To take the whole dash out, I gotta take the steering wheel down and unhook all the lines to the heater vents just to get the dash out. So I'm going to leave that for another day. So I do got the wires ran inside of it, and I'm going to end the video right here under today. Today's the 4th of July. I got things to do this afternoon and go watch some fireworks, and I need to get out of here and go do that. So I'm going to stop right here, and I need to get grommets, or what you want to call them, things that connect the wires together so I can bolt them to the switches. I need to get those and work on other things for the car so I can get it ready, because I don't have everything for the power steering. I don't have everything for the radiator. It's just not going the way I want it to go. So that said, we're just going to stop the video right here and do my 4th of July stuff this afternoon, and hoping I could come back out tomorrow and get some stuff from the store and see what I can get into tomorrow. Appreciate for you watching, and thank you.